Vehicle Showcase. Trivia check. Equipment check. What's required? What's recommended? Trivia check. Lifting the vehicle.
Okay, so I used ramps because my driveway is uneven, but let's go ahead and put the vehicle in park, pull the parking brake, and turn the engine off. It's important that a vehicle is level because it helps all the engine oil drip out. If you choose to use a jack and jack stands to raise the vehicle, here's the points you want to look for. So the cross member in the circle can bend if you're using a bottle jack. I recommend using this point instead.
Be careful. Trivia check. Preparing the vehicle.
We're going to remove 4 12mm bolts holding the brush guard on, and then the brush guard will be suspended by these 2 hooks. Once you got those 4 bolts out, it just droops down, and then you can easily remove it just by picking it up and pulling it out.
Nice. Trivia check. Changing the oil.
We're going to start the engine just for a minute because warm oil flows freely. And then we're going to turn the engine off and remove the oil cap. It's okay to be on your tiptoes if you're only 5 feet tall like her. The moment we've all been waiting for, loosen the oil pan drain plug. And get ready. There it is. Dirty oil. Let it completely drain, and then go ahead and install the new washer on the drain plug. And put it right in, get it hand tight. Go ahead and snug it up with the ratchet, but we're going to come back with a torque wrench here in a little bit. Okay, now we're going to use a socketless end of our ratchet to remove the drain plug on the oil filter housing. You can take the plastic adapter that comes with your new filter and put a piece of hose to it in order to cleanly drain what's in the filter housing. I definitely recommend it. Saves a lot of mess. Then you just pop that thing right back out. And you're going to take your oil filter wrench on the end of your ratchet and line up the teeth onto the oil filter housing. Go ahead and crank that thing with long, heavy turns. It's going to get loose enough to where you can take it off by hand. Go ahead and just pull that old oil filter out and wipe her off because I guarantee you she is dirty. Okay, new filter time. Set it aside and go ahead and use your face daggers to open up this bag of new rings, O-rings. And you got the big one and the little one, and let's put them on. Okay, so the big one, let's take the old one off first. Just gently pop that, okay, just like that. And then take this big one and work them down into the groove. Nice and easy. It's pretty easy to do. Take a little bit of oil and wipe it around where the drain plug O-ring is going to sit here in a second. Take that drain plug O-ring and stick it in. Make sure it seats all the way. Finally, take the drain plug to the oil filter housing, little metal disc, and hand tighten that puppy right back in there. Okay, grab that new oil filter and cram that thing in there. Hand tighten the housing back up in there, then snug it up with a ratchet, and here comes our torque wrench. Okay, torque that drain plug to 30 foot-pounds. You'll hear a click. Nice. Torque that housing to 18 foot-pounds. You'll hear a click. Nice. And torque that drain plug to 10 foot-pounds. There's that click. Okay, here's a pro move. So we got 5 quarts and then another 5 quarts. We know we need 6.2, so we're gonna mark right here with a Sharpie at 3.8.
Great.
I like to ram a towel kind of nestled in around that oil point where you fill that, just so if my funnel drips anywhere, that towel usually catches it. Okay, let's start filling. So when you get to that second 5-quart bottle, you can start checking to see how close you get to that mark. Oh yeah. Make sure everything in the funnel gets into the engine, and then go ahead and put the cap on. Don't forget that towel under the hood. Before we check the oil level, let's go ahead and start the engine and let it swish around just for a few seconds. Okay, turn the engine off and let's check that oil. Pull the dipstick, wipe it with a dirty old rag, and stick it back in to get an accurate reading. Pull it again, hold it level, and check. It should be between the 2 dots. Turn to your buddy, make a cute smile. I like to put the brush guard back on after we've checked the fluid and made sure there's no leaks. Reinstall it with those 4 12mm bolts.
Trivia check. Sensor reset.
Okay, toggle right until you get to settings. Oh, back. Alright. Go down until you see maintenance reset. There it is. Select it, choose yes.
Awesome.
I also like to reset the trip just as another way to track it.
Bonus material.
Okay, you need to go check out these Fomoto drain valves. It replaces the drain plug completely. You just pull that black lock off and then turn that little steel arm and it drains right out. I love this thing. It does not sit as low as the cross member, so off-roaders, you'd be okay, but it could be vulnerable. Just keep that in mind. You look really good.
Should we do that? What vehicle should we do next? Maybe it's the one sitting in your driveway. As always, I'm Lana, and we'll see you next video. Thank you.
What vehicle should we do next? Maybe it's the one in your driveway. We will come back to this vehicle as routine maintenance is needed. Share with someone who could use this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Your support goes a long way. Thanks for hanging out with us. See you next time on Team Oil Drop.